Hello everyone, I'm Amy and she is
Anjali, and today we are going to talk about
our theory about the origin of the universe that is related to music. So, let's start. The music is not just art, it's the essence of the universe because the ways that make it up allow to moving emotions, vibrations, and synchronizing hertz. And if these vibrations can alter our reality, why wouldn't they be related to the creation of the universe? Today, my classmate and I, we are going to talk about this crazy theory. In the beginning, when the time was still an unimaginable concept and the space was an infinite void, a primordial note resonated. A cosmic chord vibrated across all the dimensions and giving birth to everything we know. These vibrations and this primal music was the spark that ignited creation. Imagine a moment before time, a space where nothing existed except pure and infinity energy. This energy, like a sustained musical note, contained all the possibilities of the universe. In an instant, this note vibrated with an incredible force, causing an explosion of disordered waves that spread out harmoniously, and the time began as the first rhythm of the initial symphony and marking the first tic-tac, creating the sequence in which everything would evolve.
with the explosion, energy condensed into subatomic particles such as electrons. These particles, like individual notes in a musical scale, began to interact. Electrons were low-pitched, while protons and neutrons formed the basic charges that hold the structure of matter. When these particles vibrate together, they form the first atoms like hydrogen and helium, which are like the notes C and D, the foundation on the entire composition and the basis on the symphony. Based on the symphony, space was word as an echo of the first note, expanding out in sound waves that formed the state where the future melodies of the cosmos could arise.
The stars emerged with the initial symphony, when the atoms grouped together and their intense vibrations exploded into light and heat, and marking the stars as the great conductors of the planetary systems. The galaxies were formed when the stars gained gravitationality and guided by a harmonious waves, they created spiral shapes in where the stars were and sank together, and the planets were born from the cosmic dust and the remains of unlit stars, which came together and formed compact bodies that spin to the rhythm of the stars.
From this primordial symphony, galaxies arose, each one a celestial orchestra with its own melodies. The stars like brilliant soles, radiate light and heat, with the planets dance around them in a choreography guided by the musical waves. And suddenly, one of these planets came, air life began to flourish. How and when did humans appear? On Earth, the initial symphony reached such a level of complexity and harmony that molecules began to organize into repeating patterns. Through millions of years of trial and error, organisms emerged that didn't just exist, but interact with their surrounding, creating a melody called life.
At first, the humans used to live in a perfect harmony with the planet's natural music. They used to listen to the rhythms of the wind, the beats of the seasons, and the murmur of the water. They were percussionists of their own survival. They used to use tools, dance to celebrate, and sing to connect with their community. Their obsessions with controlling the symphony led them to create their own scores. They used to learn to tame the fire, to cultivate the lands, and to build cities.
What happened next? After humans began to exist, several important events took place, such as the following: that is, the agricultural revolutions. Humans used to abandon improvisation and saw their first great scourge, agriculture. They used to children in one place, organize community songs, and establish hierarchies to decide who could play which instrument, which led to the creation of civilizations. Each region developed its own cultural music, from the peaceful melodies of indigenous peoples to great symphonies of impetus. From there, humanity began to lay the foundation of what we are today.
Another important event was the Industrial Revolution. In that event was like changing acoustic instruments for electric ones. And in that way, the rhythm sped up, the volume increased, and the humans began to play a music that not only resonated, but also destroyed the connection and the harmony with the nature. And finally, the digital age. Today we live in a world with a lot of noise. Each humans have access to all the songs, but few stop to listen really. The natural sounds are fading, while the noise of the machines dominates the stage.
What are humans doing today? Today, humans are divided between two melodies: the Distruth Symphony. Those who continue to play an unsustainable rate, consuming resources and accelerating the end of the concert. The second is the restorative melody. Those who try to synchronize with the planet's natural music, seeking harmony instead of control. What will happen to humans and the planet in the next 100 and 500 years? In the next 100 years, if humans don't manage to change course, Earth is likely to experience severe consequences. Climate change, loss of biodiversity, and resource scarcity could drastically affect life as we know it. Social and environmental conditions could worsen, affecting quality of life and leading to difficult to face consequences. Technology will probably advance quickly, and it could distance us even further from nature and our fundamental human needs. In 500 years, if we don't correct our course, Earth might become an uninhabitable place with collapsed ecosystem and strange climates. Humanity may be forced to live in artificial conditions, or perhaps even outside the planet, or simply no longer exist. However, if we manage to adapt and find a balance between technological progress and environmental preservation, we could be hearing for a more harmonious future, living in a more respectful relationship with both nature and technology, capable of expanding into new worlds without destroying our own.
And finally, will we be able to change our destiny? Of course, we are the creators of our own destiny, and we have the power to decide, change, and rewrite our history. Each process has its obstacles, and the planet's problems are not easy. But if we choose to act with awareness, respect, and cooperation, we can build a future in where the harmony with the nature and the technology becomes in our new symphony. The change is in our hands, and only we can make it happen. In the end, we will be the composers of a melody that determines the future of our existence. A melody that can be as beautiful and harmonious as we decide to make it. And that's it. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye.